Ladies, I'd just like to get Stephen to have a few words, and then Nina, and then, continue on. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. And thanks to everybody that's come along here today. It's not that long ago that there was different groups of us that were meeting, and there'd be two of us and a dog. There's a few more of you here now. It's good to see. Now, we're all going through breakthroughs. That's why we're all able to come together. But first off, to have a breakthrough, a lot of the time it's preceded by a breakdown. And that's when you start to find people around you. You start to find your family. And that's what this is about as well. This is about finding each other, connecting with each other, and realising that we have something in us that isn't in the leaders, people we call leaders of this country. And I've said to people, if I'm a human being, or if they're a human being, I'm not a human being, because I'm not like them. And you're not like them either. So we need to stand together. We're strong together. We're not looking to fight anybody. But my biggest message that I give to people is to not comply. And that doesn't mean it's going to be free of pain. It's not going to mean that people don't give you a hard time. It's not going to mean that someone doesn't arrest you. Does it, Liz? Who I affectionately refer to as a fine magnet. She gets fined every time she goes out. So here, if you're like other people I talk to, a lot of you will be outcasts. You'll be outcasts from your family. You'll be outcasts from your society. But you've come here and you've found where you're accepted. You've found people that you can just talk to. You can just be with. Because that's how it should be. You can accept each other's differences. And we talk about common law. The common law, you're probably better off to talk about natural law. We don't talk about courthouses because there's no law there. There's absolutely no law there. No law needs to be judged. No truth needs to be judged because a law is a law and the truth is a truth. If you look at your natural law, the natural law is what you know inside you. When you go to do something, and you start to have a conversation with yourself as to why it's all right for you to do it, it's because you already know it's not right to do it. You know what the law is, and then you choose to whether you're going to break it or not. What we are doing now is our duty. We have a duty to each other, we have a duty to our children. Because the people that are in control, and why I don't choose to be of whatever race they are, is they literally feed off people. And it's more and more of you are becoming to be aware of that. It's like waking up in a really bad movie. Or it's like waking up on an earth that somehow has changed to a different timeline. And it's not the earth that you were born to. It's not what you were educated to believe. And for those of you who've always followed the rules and you've always been a good boy, you've always been a good girl, you're the ones who are paying the biggest price because you've always done the right thing. And then you get screwed over. Some of you have lost everything. I know I've lost everything more than once. So I've been a conspiracy theorist for over 20 years. You all look really strange, but you look like me. Right? Your minds are open. You're prepared to take responsibility for what you think. And with this, we don't want to be following. We don't need to follow people. We need to be with people. And together we stand strong. And together we look after each other. We share the love, and that's what this is about today. This is not protesting. A lot of time when people are protesting, you're just making a lot of noise with other people who are making a lot of noise and nobody else is paying any attention. So if we can be the change that we're looking for, and if we can show that example, if we can be tolerant of those who are not tolerant of us, we can walk amongst people who think that we're infecting them because they're vaccinated, and we're not, which I still cannot get my head around, no matter how I try. It's a weird world. But we now have the biggest opportunity we've ever had to change it. So one of the things that I tell people lots of things, our future does not include the Law Society. Our future does not include the Law Society. I'll just tell you one little part about the Law Society as to why I firmly believe that. There's lots of reasons But if you're going to become a barrister and you're in England and you get to go into the Inns of Court, which is where you get your supreme teaching, and I think it's about 56 people a year are selected to go in and to do devilry, where you learn how to be devilish and you have a devil master. That's who's written all this stuff that we are enduring, these people. That's what they've written. And then we pay them so much money for them to sort out the web of lies that they've written, because they get paid for time. They don't get paid to resolve things. We need to resolve things. When we have the population that we need, we can hold the common law court. But when you really know who you are, we hold a Crown Commission, because you are all Crown. When a baby is born, the Crown is the first thing to enter the world. The Crown is your connection to Source, your connection to God. It's your soul connection, however you want to look at it. That's where you're receiving God, your God. When you're looking around, everywhere out here, everything that you can take in, when Max is talking about a pharmacy out here, right? It all comes in through your Crown, the knowledge of what you need to do. That's where our future is. And as Crown, you know that that's your soul, that's your spirit, that's the spark that is you, that isn't this flesh suit. And together we sit and we decide what happens in our future. And we have a duty to remove an unlawful government. We do not have a government. We have not had a lawful judge since 1966, the 14th of February 1966. Our Constitution says that all our judges are paid in pounds, shillings and pence. If that was to change, there needed to be a referendum. But the Liberal Party changed that, and the Liberal Party now pay all other political parties. The Liberal Party now pay all other political parties. You're being split in different directions by supporting political parties, the same as they try and split us with religion. There's no need for a difference. There's no need for a difference. God is within you. God is within everybody. And all we need is each other. And we just need to stop complying with this bullshit. That's all we need to do.